GM everyone, welcome to Traders Grey, and today we're breaking down a situation that caused a trader his payout and the lessons every funded account trader must know. And if you trade prop accounts, this is something you can't ignore. A trader just lost his payout due to something as little as $20, right? So let's get right to it. So this guy made a user experience trend on X about FTMO, right? He was saying a lot of things about how he placed his SL, knowing fully aware of the 1% true, and all that, saying that he had his SL at 0.9 something, if I'm not wrong, right? So you can find the post on our X page which I quoted. So that's that, right? I don't want to go deep down and explaining everything that he had already said, right? So, but let's be clear. Pro firms like FTMO operate on binary enforcement, right? This means that you either follow the rule or you don't. There's no partial credit. There's nothing like it's just $20 or it's just 50, right? So that's it. It's either you following their rule or you don't. They don't really care if your stop loss was set correctly or if slippage caused it. Rules are rules, and this is exactly where many traders fail. They trade at the limit thinking it's safe, but market isn't perfect, all right? Because there is flexible market conditions, the market is volatile and all that. So there is always spread, there is always slippage, and there is always execution delay. When it comes to execution doesn't mean when you are opening the trade initially or at the first time. It can occur to your SL limit or to your TP limit, which is very common to anyone that has been trading. Even a newbie knows this. So initially when I saw this post, right, I was like, this prop firm doesn't want us to win and all that, but at the end of the day, it's just business, right? You are trying to take their money, right? And they are trying to take your money. In a way, it's just if truth be told, when it comes to prop firm, it's more like it's you versus them and it's them versus you. They have their rules, and it's up to you to create your own rules that will make it safe for you to navigate in their own ecosystem, right? So making a risky rules can, don't you as well, that kind of a thing. So I was like thinking that they don't care about us traders and all that, or traders at all, right? They should have at least given him 50% of the profit that he made, 50% of his payout amount, given that it was just slippage and all that. I don't want to say what I do not know, right? But this is just based on my own initial opinion, right? Then as time goes on, I was like contemplating on it, and I was like, this is just business, right? It's either you follow the rule and all that. It's up to us to make rules that will keep us safe or that will keep us longer in the game, that kind of a thing. So I'm not blaming the trader in a way. I won't say that you should have done this because I'm not his mentor, I'm not his this, I'm not his that. I'm just saying in my own opinion, since 50% 1% rule has been initiated, right? So I think it would have been safe to at least use 80%, 70% of their account, 0.80, 0.70, that kind of a thing. I think it would have been a safer place, right? So I don't want to make the firm to appear as the bad guy, right? Because we both know that some firms have, even some brokers have shitty spread, ridiculous slippage and all that. So I don't want to make them to be the first people to like SB this, that kind of a thing, maybe that kind of a slippage of a thing, because I myself, even every trader, if we're being honest, right, every trader out there has placed a stop loss at a certain point whereby that your stop loss didn't get filled at the initial price that you set it to, right? Sometimes this can be caused by gap. Sometimes this can cause it will be as a result of volatility and all that, market open and all that, this and that, etc., right? So I don't want to make the firm appear as bad guy, but this is what I'm saying, right? This is my own opinion to traders. So if you're trading under 1% true, you should risk 0.70 to 0.8 max, right? 0.50 or 0.5 is even better, right? Why? Because this protects you from slippage, spread spike, execution issues, and all that. Professional traders always leave room for errors, right? There must be room for errors, so you have to make big accommodation for all these errors and all that. They don't trade at the edge. Well, if you're trading at the edge, then something is wrong. At least you have to, there should be some relation and all that. If you're trading, ask yourself, am I trading smart or am I gambling my payout, right? You can gamble your payout at without even you knowing it, right? Just know that if there is no room for error, right, something is definitely wrong, right? So there must be room for error. That is number one. So that is all for this episode of Traders Gray, right? Because we break down this mistake so that you don't fall into the same trap that other traders did, right? So we're trying to make everyone to stay disciplined, trade smart, and protect your funded account and all that. So subscribe for more infos like this or more content like this. And if you have any question, feel free to drop it in the comment section below, right? Stay paid.